And this goes hand in hand with games like Skyrim and pretty much RPGs in general. I never play a wizard. Never.
Oh,
Just don't do it.
here we go. Yeah, I always look for the shooting range because it's right behind it.
Oh.
Nice, tiny little flying egg.
Hmm. Is this from anything?
Yes, actually, this is from the cover of the manga Angelic Lair.
Huh.
Impossible Man X commissioned this particular statue, and it's another one of those strange ones.
Hmm.
It's the easiest statue I've ever made. Only took me 12 minutes.
Cool.
I didn't even make a blueprint to put it on the server. Which is pretty good because I was really low on white wool.
Huh. That's
But
good.
he got in contact with me on the forums saying that he wanted a statue just right here as an Easter egg for his builds. And he didn't have any sprites or anything. He wanted me to flat out build a statue for him. I told him, I am not good at the whole creating thing.
Huh.
The reason why I pick 3D sprite statues is because I cannot create. I can edit something to within an inch of its life, but I cannot create anything.
Hmm.
So unless he wants it to be an actual literal egg, it's not happening.
Hmm.
And so he was like, hey, that's a pretty good idea.
Just make it an egg.
Yeah, just an egg with wings, and he showed me the image.
Cool.
I told him, well, alright, I can give that one a shot.
Cool.
And because
I
of
like,
its size and how easy it was, I only charged him like 8 iron for it.
That's cool. I like how it's an Easter egg, and
Right.
it's literally an egg. That's cool.
Yeah, he likes the idea of the Easter egg being an egg, which is why we did it. This is one of the few statues that actually looks great at night, because you have it secluded behind all these trees.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it makes it a lot more atmospheric.
That does sound
Unfortunately,
cool.
the area is not all that lit up, so you have monsters.
Oh.
Last time I was here, I had to fight off a skeleton just to find it.
Heh.
Now can we find our way back? And funny thing, Boontown here, Boontown, or however you pronounce it, this is actually very close to Stickyport.
Really?
So I was able to actually ride some rails to get over to this area.
Cool.
Well, here's where I went wrong. Alright, heading back. Mind the leaves. Mind your head.
Huh.
Alright, one more statue, and then I got one more thing to show you afterward.
Cool. And then we will try to get it set up so I can view your offline stuff.
Yeah, I've actually got it all set up there, I just got to give you the right IP address.
Very cool. Oh. Yep, still throat problems. I hate when that happens too. That'll happen for like at the weirdest time. Like I love it when it happens at my job because like I work with kind of like manly men and like truck drivers, and I'll just be like, I'll get someone on the radio and I'm like, please come in, and then I clear my throat and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Oh well.
I'm sorry, sir, but your truck is a little overloaded.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're not gonna load that truck, sir. I'm sorry. It, like especially when like I'm trying to be authoritative and I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. They're not gonna load your truck. You need to turn around.
Oh,
Like
hey,
the
Bubba.
the one thing you should never tell a truck driver is like, I'm sorry, sir. You need to turn around, because they'll be like, because like they won't say it. Like most of them won't say it, but sometimes you get someone that will say it, and he's like, I just drove 8 fucking hours with no sleep, and you're telling me I have to turn around.
Yeah.
Right? And so like I did that one time, and of course my voice broke. And at that point I was like, This
And here
guy
be
is not going to listen to me at all. I'm calling my supervisor. Alrighty, what we got?
This is one of the newer communities, Tech Galaxy,
Tech
and the
Galaxy.
newer section of it, Tech Down.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
This is one statue you should recognize because you saw it on the forums.
Little mini hub. I like that. I remember when Derp used to have their own little mini hub.
Yeah, Edge has one too.
Ah, very cool. Ah, the Sonic! Oh,
Yes.
the Sonic.
My most complex one to date.
Oh, the Sonic.
This is the first statue I had that I actually had to use liberally, MC edits, just to pick up the pace a little. Because he had already was taking like 3 to 4 hours. So I started making the quills on the back and just using MC edit, copy, mirror, paste.
Oh, I'm getting a little lag.
I try my hardest not to use MC edit as often as possible because I like building these things myself.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's something like this, you really don't want to have to copy it all yourself, block for block.
Oh, I could probably talk. Like, I'm saying this legitimately. I don't want to go too deeply into the Sonic stories because I do feel like I could talk for about an hour straight. But to make a long story short, the reason I love this sprite so much is because when I was growing up, and it was the Genesis and the Super Nintendo wars, I had the Genesis. And when my dad first bought me the Genesis, he bought me both Sonic 1 and 2. And then for one of my Christmas presents, I got Sonic 3D Blast. And then, by saving up my own, I'm pretty sure I had like every Sonic game released for the Genesis, even the crappy ones, right? And I was so young that even the crappy ones were like the best thing ever for me. Especially, I'll tell this one story, just one story, so humor me. Especially 3D Blast. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but when I was a kid, I loved Sonic 3D Blast so much, and
It was Sonic in 3D.
I had so much fun playing that game. And the funny thing is, like, I want to say like a year or two ago, I bought the Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection for the Xbox 360. Because like it has so many games, and that's a fantastic collection if you're a Genesis collector, right? And I was like, oh man, Sonic 3D Blast is here. I'm going to have so much fun. And I started playing it, and I'm like, damn it, this is kind of shitty. My childhood! Not my childhood! Like, I had that sad feeling where, it's kind of like that scene in the movie where the guy meets his childhood icon, and the guy's like 50 pounds overweight and addicted to cocaine, right? And you just have that feeling of like, God damn it, that was my childhood, and now it's just, it hasn't held up well, you know what I mean? And that game in particular, Sonic 3D Blast, has not held up well at all. Those controls are so fucking clunky that I just stopped playing it, and I was like, well, that's kind of sad.
Well, the Genesis version wasn't exactly the best version also. I think the Saturn had a better version for it.
Yeah.
Of course, then there was PC, and it's like, how do you control that with arrow keys?
Yep. Oh, one more Sonic story. One more Sonic story. This might be my child mind embellishing the facts, but this is what I remember, right? I remember going to a cousin's birthday party, and one of the kids had a Game Gear, and I thought this was the craziest thing, the best thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play it, right? Like, us being kids, everyone.
Oh my god, Portable Sonic.
Yeah, like, everyone was freaking out, and it was like a bong hit, where, like, it was like puff, puff, pass, except it was like, play for 2 minutes, pass, right?
Yeah.
But there were like 14 other kids there, and we all, it was a new fancy gadget everyone wanted to turn, right?
You get like 2 turns, beat the game.
Yeah, and no. Here's the thing. You have to remember, this was the Game Gear. By the time it got to me, I played for 10 seconds and the fucking batteries died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And I spent the entire rest of the party trying to find if anyone else had any batteries. And unfortunately, the answer was no.